Greetings traders, having a look at the Nasdaq just before the open. So I must admit Nasdaq is one of my favorite instruments to trade because it adheres to my levels pretty much to the pip. So I'll show you here what I'm talking about. Let me just put one more in there. Okay, so you can see this pin bar, this tail of the pin bar, where we came, rejected it, came back, acted as resistance again, broke through to come and test the previous breakout, which is this area here, okay, which also coincides with the 200 EMA. So with the Nasdaq, often when it comes to the 200 EMA like this and it consolidates and then breaks through, typically most times it comes back somewhere along the line to test it before continue on its journey. So your setups are always nice long, a nice short sitting in this area. And the thing with the Nasdaq is it will try, if I just draw the block in, so it will either, and zoom in so you can see, it'll either test the tail or it'll come up, test that tail or the open close. And you can see there what happened. Even though that we had a Brooks gap open up here with just below the 200 EMA, so beautiful setup that was. But what's happening here now, just get rid of that. Okay, so what's happening here is, firstly, we have some diversions brewing. Okay, so the OBV is going to the upside, and let's just take it from there, and price is heading to the downside. Okay, so there's definitely some diversions there. You can also see that the T-Consen is going flat. The cloud is also flat. So there's some really interesting setups here. So let's just have a look at the smaller breakouts. So this tail here has been challenged. There it is. So we had the low of last week in this area as well. Pretty interesting. And I think let's just get to the daily and put in, so there will be some support there. So why I'm putting that in there is this daily closed there and then opened there, okay? And also the 200 EMA intersection. So there's definitely something there. There will be another one over there. And then there will be one on the cloud because the cloud is flat, okay? So you can see the cloud runs flat here on the green line. So that's definitely another area. So there's a big area of support to be found here. At this stage where we are now, we have a pretty big red engulfing from yesterday. There were buyers in this area, and where we are at the moment is looking like an inside bar. So we have diversions on the daily as well, which is always a good sign. Right. Okay, so let me just delete that segment. And I want to put another one in here because let's see if you guys spot what I can see here. Okay, we have a falling wedge. So we know a break of this to the upside is very bullish. Okay, obviously a break to the downside is going to be relatively bearish. But with all this support here, I think we have a pretty good area this to be looking for longs. Okay, what I want to do is just move that away and let's just get the Bull Williams up. So you can see on the Bull Williams as well, we've got diversions here, and whenever there's diversions inside a wedge like this, typically they play out. Okay, so we could still have another push down to create a double bottom, which would be the ideal situation inside the wedge, and then a push to break up the wedge. And then we're looking to target first this area here, and then secondly to target this area here. Okay, let's just drill down into the 1 hour. Okay, you can see from a Bollinger perspective, we're coming into a bit of a squeeze. We still haven't broken through the alligator. So I wouldn't necessarily be looking for something now. Maybe we turn around and come down a little bit first. Ideally, it would be nice to get in here with a double bottom and giving you a stop loss. Let's say we can get in around there. You could have a stop loss just below here, 40-point stop loss, just to put a small nibble in if it actually works out, then to add to that position once it's in profit. But yeah, Nasdaq looking very, very interesting for me, and see if the bulls actually start stepping into this afternoon. Anyway, that's the Nasdaq. Hope it helps. Catch you later.